What's up, wrestling fans? I am here with you, unlike the Ginger Without Souls guy, to tell you about wrestling and AEW viewership and Raw preview for tonight and the Brandi Rhodes tweet and all these other things. Anyway, not good. Rampage down to 722,000 viewers on TNT, which is not too bad for a Friday night in the death time slot, I guess, but I just don't see Rampage really going anywhere at this point. Love AEW, love Dynamite. I'm just worried. It's just such a short show in the worst time slot. I don't have a lot of good, I don't have a lot of good feelings going forward, I guess. Especially with last week's episode, I just don't understand. I don't know. I guess I'd rather focus more. I'd rather them focus more on Dynamite on Wednesday, or maybe move Rampage to like Monday or something like that. I don't know. But they did 722,000, which is down 36% from the CM Punk debut Rampage. Obviously, we would think that would be true. 1.1 million down to 722. Which is about what that's about what Rampage had been doing. It's even less, actually, to be honest. I think the one before was 800,000, right? But that was the debut episode, so it probably was a little more hype. Settling down to 722,000. I mean, keeping almost nobody. CM Punk kept almost nobody, for the next Rampage. So that's a really bad sign to me. Okay, I was wrong. The debut episode, 740,000. And then CM Punk debuts, 1.1 million. Then the next week, we get word CM Punk's going to have some little clip on there, 722,000. So nobody retained. That's interesting numbers, I suppose. Brandi Rhodes deletes a tweet on black wrestlers not getting any love. Don't know what that means exactly. This might start some shit emoji, she writes. I don't know, man. Let's talk about this. I don't know. Let me see. This might start some shit. But let's talk. I see a lot of people complaining on here that there aren't enough black talent featured in wrestling, yet when black talent is out there busting it in main events and holding busting it and championships, where's the love? Am I just missing it? I don't know why okay, this tweet is not that bad. Now, I'm not a big... I don't really like the race stuff from anybody. It's a lot of virtue signaling and crybaby stuff. I'm sick of it. This is the best time ever for all of us as minorities, diversities, and everything else. But I heard people were really mad about this tweet, and really it's not that bad. She's just saying, like, she even said, am I just missing it? And she is missing it. I think she's a little paranoid. Maybe she's virtue signaling here a bit, looking for, like, reaching out for, like, validation here or something. I don't know. Am I just missing it? And this prompted a lot of people to call out AEW, to be like, yeah, AEW, you, like, barely do anything with minority or black wrestlers. So what are you talking about? I'm not saying this. I'm just saying this is what people said. And, I mean, dude, it's all over the place. Kofi Kingston, like, had the entire WWE universe behind him at one point not that long ago. And he fizzled out because he wasn't very entertaining after that, and he was boring and whatever. But for those 3 to 5 months, everybody really loved it. Dude, like Kofi, so everybody was happy to push him. And then WWE did, and they celebrated him, and it was just a beautiful moment. It's one of the best moments ever as far as winning a title. It's up there with the top moments ever. He has that moment. Kofi Kingston has, if there was a top 100 WWE championship victory moments or title-changing moments or whatever, Kofi's on there somewhere in the top 100. I don't know where, but somewhere. Top 30, maybe, to be honest. It was really a special moment with his kids and stuff like that. Bobby Lashley has been champion for a long time now. Roman Reigns, who's Samoan, champion for a year. I mean, just like, I don't understand this tweet. And now what it's doing is making all these people focus on AEW and how their lack of black talent doing anything. You know what I mean? And it's like, now you just made people think about that. And now, like, if somebody gets pushed or does well in AEW, if they're black, everyone's going to be like, oh, they're just pushing them because they have to virtue signal because look at even what the person. So it's just like, why are people so obsessed with fucking race? Why? Stop it. You're ruining it for everybody. I don't understand. But I also don't think her tweet's that bad. Everybody was all upset, like everybody fighting about it, whether you agree with her or disagree with her. Everybody's just fighting and fighting with each other, and it's horrible. This might start some shit. It sure did. But let's talk. I see a lot of people complaining on here that there aren't enough black talent featured in wrestling. Well, she's not wrong about that. People do complain about that still a lot, which they don't even understand, dude. Like, hello? There's the most diversity there's ever been in the WWE. This is crazy. Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks was like the big thing for like a while. Bobby Lashley, Kofi Kingston. I mean, the list just keeps going, bro. There's been like Mustafa Ali and the other guy. Like, there's so many different. There's so much stuff going on that never went on before. Never like this. Never as good as this. I mean, dude, I remember when Ron Simmons won the belt and everybody just flipped out about that. That was great. Back in the 90s. I mean, come on. But I mean, just like, I don't know, dude. This is just like weird. This is stirring weird stuff up. I'm just sick of the world at this point, man. This stuff makes me depressed. Like, when is anybody ever going to stop? You know, you're never going to get rid of like some groups not liking other groups or people being a little bit ridiculous. You know, you're not going to get rid of that. You're never going to get rid of people's tribalism 100%. But talking about it every day and being mad about it or bringing up the, you know, it's just every day we're going to hear. Man, we have regressed as a culture. We have we've progressed, but we're also regressing at the same time. And progressing seems to trigger tons of regression. You know, we're regressing and progressing at the same time. I don't know, but we used to just kind of progress through we used to progress through the bad. We used to progress through the non-progressive. We used to take progressiveness and force our way through the non-progressive. But now we sort of progress by regressing, which is wrong. It's so weird. Anybody notice that? We're regressing in our progressiveness, where we used to just be progressive, which is what, remember Boogie2988 made a video about this and he got backlash from everybody because he was like, hey, take baby steps, guys. If you take baby steps, it will gradually, you know, be accepted and people will understand and we'll all kind of work it out. But if you just try to go boom, like here, like it just, everyone loses their mind. And Boogie got crap for that. And I think I understand why, because he was like talking about rights of other people and whatever, and people were like, dude, my rights don't need to be baby stepped. You know, so there was like a controversy, but I understand what he was saying. But this is just weird. I don't know. I don't see a big deal in this. In fact, I feel like I've spent too much time on this. It's just a tweet she was actually saying this. I think she got responses, and then she deleted her tweet. I don't know if she thought, oh, yeah, they've got a point. What am I talking about? You know, or if she thought, oh, wow, this is going to cause us to be criticized. I better take this tweet down. Or maybe she just was embarrassed and took the tweet down, or maybe she just changed her mind, or maybe she really still believes this, but she's like, maybe she didn't like the discourse below that it created. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think Brandi Rhodes is nice, man. I think she's sweet and nice, and but I think that, you know, sometimes people like that, because I can be like that myself. When we ask questions that are like, oh, let me just, hey, what do you guys, you know, it ends up being like, what are you doing? You know, why are you doing this? Anyway, you guys can comment down below on what you think about what you said there. I have no idea. And I'm also, you know, I don't know. I'm telling you how I feel from my perspective, but I'm white. So I don't know. Maybe there's a different perspective if you're a minority, and it's different. But WWE Raw Preview. Speaking of the Raw Preview tonight, of course, we have the evil bad white guy who's a ginger. Of course, the evil bad white guy who's an Irish ginger. Looks like me, right? And the Bobby Lashley, who's also a bad guy with his belt, and MVP next to him. So we got a bunch of bad guys on the cover here for the Raw Preview. Very nice, WWE. Bunch of bad guys. But yeah, Bobby Lashley, MVP. MVP has been an MVP, man. I know we talk about this, but man, MVP on the mic has really helped. Remember when MVP was one of the best things about the pandemic? Remember that? Like, everything was so bad, but one thing every night that we were like, well, that was pretty good still, was MVP on the mic. Do you guys remember that? I'll never forget that. That's the one thing about the pandemic is, do you think MVP was going to be that good? But Raw preview for tonight, probably garbage. Miz and Morrison, that'll be a big thing. The match that we know are coming up. I mean, listen, I wanted Morrison, Mr. Moist, Daddy Moist, whatever the hell he called himself. Moist Daddy, Moist Diddler, I don't know. That'll be nice, I guess. Priest, I mean, there's just nothing. It's just nothing, guys. The official for preview for Raw tonight, Bobby Lashley versus Sheamus in a non-title match. Who cares about that? Eva Marie versus Doudrop. I mean, dude, just Doudrop me in a pit of spikes, bro. Pit of spikes. Like, this shit is awful. Awful. Thanks to anybody who hits the thanks button down below. The thanks button down below. Much appreciated to all you guys. I'll be shouting you out in the next video and tonight live on the Raw review. Thanks for that. Thanks to Danny MT for jumping on the Patreon again, and Six, and everybody else who donated the other night and throughout the week, and of course Sith Negan, the Beast Master himself, and everybody else. Keep watching my videos. They're popping up on your screen now, unless you want to hit that thanks button down below. Leave comments, all that stuff. Leave likes, leave shares. I'm not looking forward to anything tonight. This is going to be death, I believe, probably on Raw, of course. And I've got more to talk about, more news and other videos to make, so I potentially may throw another one up or put something up on Patreon. I don't know. Anyway, keep watching. Joe Cronin Show, thanks for subbing, man. We got 450 subs in the last couple of weeks. That's badass. See you tonight. Live after Monday Night Raw right here on the channel.